Okay, good morning class. You guys had financial maths. We're just going to wrap up the last section on financial maths, dealing with depreciation. Okay. So we looked at change in interest rates, nominal to effective. You can delete that. Depreciation. Okay, so if you want to go through the depreciation, you can refer to the video below in the description box. The full lesson is given there. But the concepts that you needed to look at was straight line depreciation, and you get depreciation reducing balance method. Depending what depreciation they're talking about, that's the depreciation that you need to use. Okay, those both formulas are given, but they don't label which formula is which. Book value is the value of the asset after depreciation and has been taken into account. Okay. The formulas: A is equal to P into 1 minus I times N. This is like simple interest, not so, but with a minus it means depreciation. Okay. And the reducing balance method, with the exception to that minus, we have a plus for compound interest, not so. And this is called a reducing balance depreciation or diminishing balance method. Okay. Let's look at example 1, and example 1 is on page 219, 319, 390. Okay, so here we are told that a set of computers is bought by a company for 580,000 rand. These computers are depreciated at 25% per annum on a straight line basis. Question says, calculate the book value of the computer at the end of 3 years. So which formula do we use? We use the formula that states A is equal to P into 1 minus I times N. Okay. So the principal, or the starting value is 58,000, 580,000 into 1 minus. Interest 25%, so 0.25 for 3 years. Okay. So it's going to be 580,000 into 1 minus 0.25 times 3. Is 145,000. Okay. This is also known, that book value is also known as scrap value. Okay. Let's look at B. B says, what is the book value of the computer after 4 years? Same formula. A is equal to P into 1 minus I times N. So it's going to be 580,000 into 1 minus 0.25 times 4. It will give you an answer 0. What does that mean? After 4 years, the computer is worth nothing. Okay, does it make sense? Alright. Look at example 2 on page 391. Oops. Example 2 on page 391. Here we are told a farmer buy a combined harvester for 1,450,000. Okay. Calculate the value of the harvester at the end of 5 years. If the depreciation is calculated at 18% per annum on reducing balance method, they can either say reducing balance, or they can say using diminishing balance method. Okay, it means the same. Alright. So the formula that we use is going to be A is equal to P into 1 minus I to the exponent. Your P value is 1,450,000 Rand into 1 minus 18%, so 0,18 to the exponent 5. So that's the end of 5 years. So it's going to be 1,450,000 into 1 minus 0.18 to the exponent 5. We'll give you 537,000. Is that correct? 537,000. 572, 77. Okay. You okay with that? Look at example 3. Example 3 is on page 391. In example 3 on page 391, we are told the company buys a front-end loader at a cost of 1,800,000 or 1.8 million. The book value of the front-end loader at the end of 4 years is 720,000. So that is 4 years, your N is 4. Your A value is 720,000, that's your P value. Calculate the annual rate of depreciation if the depreciation is determined on, in the first case, straight line basis. So what do I do for straight line basis? I use the formula. A is equal to P into 1 minus I times E. Okay. So your P value is what? 1,800,000. Your A value is 720,000 equals, so 1,800,000 into 1 minus, we're calculating I, so that's your rate over 100 times the time in years, which is 4 years. So the first thing we need to do is divide by 1.8 million, 1,800,000. That cancels, including one of those. Okay. That cancels. So what do I do thereafter? Take the 1 over. Not so? So it's 72 over 180 minus 1. So then what am I left with is negative 4i. So I divide both sides by negative 4 to get I. Therefore your rate is equal to, I take the I value times 100. So I will get 72 over 180 minus 1. Over negative 4. Okay, so 0,15, which is in percentage times 100, gives you 15%. Is that correct? Okay. In B, if the calculation was done in the reducing balance method. So what is the formula for reducing balance method? A is equal to P into 1 minus I to the exponent. So what's your A value? 720,000 equals P is 1,800,000 into 1 minus I. This is what we're calculating, is our rate to the exponent. So the first thing we do is we divide both sides by 1,800,000. Okay? So that's again 72 over 180. Okay, that's gone. What do I have to do then? Then I have to take the fourth root, not so both sides. So it's a fourth root of, so that was gone. Then what do I do? Take it 1 over, so it's minus 1. So that is equal to negative I. So I divide by negative 1 both sides. So that's your I, we multiply it by 100 to get your rate. Okay. So what we have here is the fourth root the fourth root of 72 over 180 minus 1 over negative 1. 0, comma 2047, you multiply it by 100, you get 20, comma 47%. Okay. Okay, so I'll stop the video at this point and we'll do the last example in the next video.